Paxton, the diesel shunter, had just arranged some coal trucks when the last Railtour train of the summer arrived. He was surprised to see that it was being pulled by a large blue diesel. "I've never seen this engine around before," Paxton said to himself. "Perhaps he's visiting. I'll go and say hello." Paxton made his way to the visiting engine. "Hello, I'm Paxton. Is this a Railtour train?" "Yes, it is," said the diesel. "I'm Deltic."
"The Deltic Prototype!"
exclaimed Diesel as he ran into the yard.
"I thought I recognised you."
"Do you two know each other?" Paxton asked. "Well, no," Deltic said. "I don't believe we've met."
Pardon me," said Diesel. "I'm just a big fan."
He looked at Paxton.
"This engine's famous. He's the prototype diesel locomotive for the Class 55 Express engines."
"That's right," Deltic said, impressed by Diesel's knowledge. "That's amazing," said Paxton. "I never knew that." Diesel frowned.
"What do you mean?" he sniffed. "Every diesel knows about the Deltic Prototype."
"I appreciate your enthusiasm," said Deltic. "Maybe there are others who'd like to meet me."
"Oh, yes," said Diesel. "Come along, Paxton. Let's tell the others."
So Diesel and Paxton told all the other diesels they saw about Deltic coming to visit. Later that day, all the diesels gathered together at Knapford to meet the visiting engine. "Was that large thing on your end meant to be a light?" said Harry. "It was," explained Deltic. "My builders had hoped for this feature to win over American investors, but it never came to pass. I kind of like it, to be honest. Makes me look a bit grand." "I agree," said Bert. Then Thomas came over to see what the fuss was about. "Hello," he said. "What's going on here?"
"Go away, Thomas," Diesel snapped. "This doesn't concern stinky steamies like yourself."
Harry and Bert laughed. "Diesel," Deltic said, aghast. "That wasn't nice. What was that for?"
"I'm surprised, Deltic," said Diesel. "I never expected you, of all diesels, to be nice towards a steamy."
He looked at Thomas.
"But I suppose he could stay and come to terms with the fact that diesels will ultimately replace steam engines on this island."
Deltic was furious. "I'm ashamed of you," he fumed. "To think that I'd condone that type of attitude towards a steam engine." Diesel gasped. "This kind of thinking," Deltic went on, "is not only unacceptable, but also woefully ignorant." He paused impressively. "One day, you too will be replaced once your working life has been exceeded." The diesels didn't say anything. Even Thomas felt unnerved by Deltic's words. "Although," Deltic said finally, "I would be remiss if I did admit that I was once overconfident and arrogant. But then, I learned a lesson that I'd never forget." "Could you tell us, please?" asked Mavis. "Of course," said Deltic. "I was built to be a powerful passenger engine and spent sometimes pulling passengers between London and the Northwest. They liked me so much that they made more diesels like me to pull trains along the East Coast. My brothers and I replaced many steam engines who serviced that line, and I'm sorry to say that we were boastful and took no pity on their situation. At the time, I thought there was no other engine as grand as I believed that diesels would pave the way for the future of transport."
"I'm just the fastest thing you'll ever see. That streak of lightning you just missed was me. Don't stop now, you gotta keep it going all night. Rolling stock, we're rolling stock. You got no lovers if you got no Come on and heat me up the way you do. Bet I can keep it going longer than you. Don't stop now, you gotta keep it going all night. Don't try to show you can go faster than me. This is my back view and it's all you'll see. Don't stop now, you gotta keep it going all night. Rolling stock, we're rolling stock. Rolling stock, we're rolling stock. Rolling stock, we're rolling stock.
Then, one day, while waiting at a station, I saw it. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. A passenger train with what looked like 2 engines, one at each end. My driver said they were doing trials on a new type of passenger train. Sometime later, we received word that head office would be replacing us with what they called high-speed trains. I didn't believe them. We were the engines of the future, I said. They'll never replace us. But my brothers and I soon found ourselves, one by one, being removed from our regular express passenger duties. I was stopped at a station with a local passenger train when one of these new engines spoke to me.
Hey Pip, said the front engine, look at this miserable lot. Isn't that a Deltic, Emma?
The other one said.
They run express trains, right? That's right, but we've taken over now. It's only a matter of time before they're withdrawn and scrapped.
Their guard's whistle blew.
Bye-bye, Grandad. Enjoy your time while you still got it.
I wanted to say something, but I knew they were right. Eventually, the day did come. 6 of us, including myself, were selected for preservation. The rest, well, you can imagine what happened to them. Everyone was silent. And this cycle will always continue, Delta concluded. Even today, the railway is on talks with replacing the high-speed trains with faster, more advanced engines. And they'll feel the same way as I did. He looked at Diesel. Now, Diesel, do you understand why this mindset is harmful? Diesel looked at his buffers. Yes, he said quietly. Good, Deltic stated. Now, if you all don't mind, it's getting rather late, and I'd like to get some rest. The engine soon left the yard. Diesel was last to leave. As he crawled home slowly, he thought about Deltic's story. I think that Diesel learned a great deal today. Wouldn't you agree?